I was playing this friendship card with my friend recently, and when I picked up my card, the question on it was, what are your biggest fears? And just there and then, I realized that my biggest fear is ending up like my mother. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, this is not because I have issues with my mother or anything like that. No, I love my mother to bits. In fact, if you know me personally, you would know that I can't say anything without talking about my mother. I love my mother so much. But one of the reasons why I have that fear of ending up like her is because I just see myself, like I see her a lot in me. I see a lot of things about her in me. My mother is one of the kindest persons I have ever seen in my entire 30 plus years. I have not seen anything like her before, and I see a lot of that in me, even though there are certain things about her that I really don't have. Like, my mother can be very patient, and when it comes to patience, I don't think I have a lot of that. I'm just only recently starting to learn the act of being patient, But my mother is one of the most patient human beings I have ever seen. And even though I don't have that attribute of patience that she does have, I see a lot of her in me based on one of the reasons that triggers my fear is I see me being a lot more, like caring a lot for people and forgetting myself in the process, thinking so much about people and just not remembering to think about myself, and if this thing is going to be worthy in the long run when it all turns back to me. I see me being a lot like her, and I have seen how that part of her has really brought her pain, brought her hurt, brought her rotating circles, because at the end of the day, some of the things that you're supposed to do for you to make you comfortable, you have, out of emotions and compassion, done it for people and made them comfortable, and thinking that at the end of the day they would see the worth, or they would see the sacrifice that you made, and then at the end of the day they do not see it at all. In fact, for some of them, I've seen people tell my mother to her face, like, I didn't ask you, you just did it you did it by yourself. And I've seen people tell me that to my face too, so seeing her express that much kindness, seeing her put out that much positivity into the world, and being where she is now, has always been one of my biggest fears ever. Has always been one of my biggest fears, like ending up not being able to live the life that I wish I lived, just because I thought so much about people, But recently, and one of the reasons why this fears me a lot is because this personality of mine, this character trait of mine, or this person that I am, is something that I am not able to control. Yeah, I'm not able to control it, because a lot of times I see myself I'll tell myself that no, I'm never going to love somebody like that again. I'm never going to give someone that much chance to get to me again. But when somebody comes into my life and I just feel a little bit of happiness, or I just feel a little bit of, I just feel some type of way about them, I just finding myself loving them like that again and trusting them like that again, And sometimes when it just goes south, or when it goes the wrong way, and I'll start blaming myself, like I told myself I was never going to do this again. I start beating myself up and all that. But I think I have consciously started to reduce how often that happens in my life by not letting people come close to me that much. Yeah. So when you see me 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐞 outside, I am all sweet. I am very playful because that's like the normal me, right? That's the part of me that I cannot control. So I am all like friendly, loving, sweet, and all that. But the moment you try to come few steps closer, I just build walls against you. I just build those walls against you. And this thing has, I would not say, though it has had its positive sides, because it has made me to not allow too many people into my circle, right? It has made me to not bring too many people close to me, right? Which has really, really helped my mental health a lot. But then it has also made me lose out on people who would have been really sweet to me, or who would have really, brought the kind of vibe that I wanted in my life to me, because of that thing. But so coming close to God, trying to read more about Christ, learn more about Christ and all that, and also reading and finding out more about myself has helped me to understand that I can develop those things that I think are weaknesses are actually not weaknesses. They are my strengths. But I just need to choose who to exercise those strengths with. Yeah. I just need to choose who to come close to me, who to be close to me, who I'm supposed to build walls against, And another thing that coming close to Christ has taught me is to ask the Holy Spirit for the spirit of discernment. Yes. As a person who is the way I am, or who is the way my mother is, which I know there are lots of people like me and her, you need to ask the Holy Spirit. You need to ask God for the gift of discernment. You see, that thing about discernment, that gift of discernment would help you not to bother, not to even put your emotions in some people at first. Like in the first place, you will not bother doing all that, putting your emotions or investing emotions in the wrong people. That spirit of discernment is what you need as a person who is kind, as a person who is selfless, as a person who does not mind making big sacrifices for people. You need to ask God for the spirit of discernment. It will help you to filter people in your life. And the truth is that when you have that spirit of discernment, these people who just come to take from you and not give you anything in return, they will be frustrated. They will be frustrated at how you just get to catch them even before they make the move. And yeah, asking God for the spirit of discernment has really, really helped me a lot. It has really helped me not even bother with some certain people, not just bother. And another thing that I would say have helped me a lot is praying about people the moment they get into my life. Yes. The moment a person walks into my life, I start talking to God about them. And this is not this is really not like I must be kabashing and they are shouting. No. This is the moment I feel interested in a person. If I feel interested in you, like I see that you have interest in me, and I feel like, oh, there is a possibility that this might happen, this might work, the both of us might end up being friends or having some type of connection, I start to talk to God about you. I start to tell God, see this person, look at this person, this is this person's name. If I know your full name, I call your full name. I would say, God, look at this person, help me to analyze this person. If this person is not meant to be in my life, let it just go sour. Let something just happen. let them make mistakes that would show me that they are not the one, and not just in my relationships. It's not just in relationships. I do this in friendships too. If I feel like I want to make you my friend, the moment I start feeling like I am interested in you, I start to talk to God about you. And this thing, I will tell you, it has changed a lot for me. It has changed the game for me when it comes to my friendships, relationships, and everything. It has made, because I can be very emotional around people. Like, my level of emotions around people is out of this world. So, and most of the times when I invest that much emotions in a person and it doesn't work out, it just makes me feel depressed. It just makes me feel some type of way. So I don't want to allow myself do that with a lot of people. So I don't even bother with a lot of people. So the moment I meet you, I start telling God, okay, God, about this person that just came into my life. What is it? What's going on? You understand? I start talking to God about you and waiting to hear him talk to me, both in my dreams, both in your attitude as the person who is coming close to me, both in the way I feel about you. After I start talking to God about you, I start to take note of these things, and these things has really helped that fear that I have subside. And the truth is, I've actually talked to my mother about it. I told my mother one day recently, I told her, I said, one of my biggest fears is ending up like you, because I see how passionate you are about people. I see how you bring people close, how you are so passionate about helping people, but at the end of the day, you forgot to help yourself. You forgot to be passionate about yourself. You forgot to take care of yourself, because you've given it all to taking care of people, And one thing she told me that thing, and it really helped me. And my mom said, do not ever consider not being kind to people. Yeah. She said, because you being kind to people is not you. It is you doing God's work. It is God using you, right? Those people who think they are using you are just thinking wrong. It is God using you, not them. So do not ever consider not being kind just because somebody did not appreciate your kindness. And when she told me that, it made me teary, and it really made me understand that this person that I am is not really me, and trusting God with my emotions, trusting God with my thoughts, trusting God with the way I perceive people has really changed a lot for me, and then made me weigh my life and and see that even though my mom is a very godly person, my mom trusts the Holy Spirit for everything, but sometimes you learn some certain things. You learn to trust God for your emotions. People don't know how to trust God with their emotions. Yeah, they just think the emotion is a physical thing and every other thing is spiritual. No, trusting God with your emotions is something that will really, really drive you to not wasting your emotions on the wrong people, or wasting your time, money, and energy on the wrong people. So this video is just a video of me thinking aloud. I was just thinking about it, and I thought, okay, why not make a video about it? Because I know there are lots of people like me who are confused about this thing. You're tired. You're tired of being the way you are because you're just that way and you're not getting anything in return. I tell you for a fact that one thing about being kind and being the person that you are is that God will always send strangers to be kind to you. Because the people you invest those emotions in and everything, sometimes it doesn't really come out the way you invest them most times. But one thing to take note of from this video, if you did not learn anything from this video, one thing you should take back home is the fact that you are not who you are on your own will. You are exactly the way God has made you to be. So that person that you are is the reason why you are blessed, you are favored, you're just the person that you admire you to be. Because having a good heart is something that is a gift and it's not given to everybody. So you need to take note of that and learn to trust God with your emotions. If this video made any sense to you, please don't forget to click the notification bell so you could see other videos when I upload them. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, give the video a thumbs up so more people can see videos like this. Thank you very much if you watched till this time and you watched this far. My name is 𝐤𝐈𝐆𝐆𝐄𝐒f for short, and I am glad to actually make videos like this, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.